Hi everyone, today I'm going to be discussing diversity in the workplace and if it's equal. So to begin, women have always faced many obstacles throughout history, and one of the major challenges that women had to overcome was workforce equality. Women were always kind of labeled as caretakers and told to raise children, cook and clean. And as time progressed, women did want otherwise. They wanted to get the same work opportunities that men had. And according to the Future of Work Hub, during the Victorian era, if a woman wanted to work outside of the home, she would be employed in a sweat industry, which were small industries that include nail making, matchstick making, and shoe stitching. And these jobs all had very long hours with little pay. It was very clear that real work opportunities for women during this time were very slim. Entry into professional work like lawyers, doctors, and civil servants were closed off to women. It was actually around the First World War that women began to get employed as bank clerks, fire officers, police officers, and factory workers. According to the Future of Work Hub, the employment rate of women went from 23.6% in 1914 to between 37.7% and 46.7% in 1918. However, now there are multiple women-dominant work fields. What would you define forensic sciences as? You probably thought about Law and Order, CSI, and true crime. However, the U.S. Department of Justice defines that the work forensic scientists do is analyzing and examining evidence from crime scenes. These scientists use evidence to develop objective findings that can assist in their investigations, to prosecute perpetrators, or find the innocence of a person in suspicion. Now, what if I told you that women are currently leading in the forensic sciences field? According to Zippia, the career expert, the forensic science field is dominated by women at 56.9%, and 43.1% of the forensic sciences field are men as of 2021. And being a person of color myself, as well as a woman, I find it comforting that when I see my demographic being greatly represented in any field, and for forensic scientists, it is made up of 56.6% white and 15.7% Hispanic or Latino, as well as 10.5% Asian. Although women dominate in the forensic sciences field, they are paid 95 cents for every dollar that is earned by a man, which is not a huge difference, but it still is a huge difference. We have seen time and time again the inequality and wage gaps of women compared to men. And according to Jennifer Smith, a professor of forensic sciences at Penn State, 74% of the students in her forensic sciences program are young women. And in addition to this, the director of forensic sciences at the University of North Texas, Teresa Golden, shares that in 2007, the ratio of women to men in the forensic science program was 90-10. And then here is a video of Jennifer Smith, the professor of forensic sciences at Penn State, giving a little bit of background information.
This is a very applied science, and I think sometimes we gravitate towards seeing an end result. It's also involved in, I think women understand that we are often the victims of crime, so this is something that we kind of begin to relate to, and this is our way of helping. And I think women like to be in jobs that have this sort of value to it at the end of the day. The other thing, though, I think is popular fiction actually promotes women scientists. If you look at many of the characters in some of the popular television shows, often they are women. There are female medical examiners.
So she was just giving a little bit of background information on her forensic sciences. And so following after that, with women being dominant in this field, why is it that they still get paid less than men, especially since they are more dominant in this field? From 2010, men were 47.9% in the field, while women were at 52.2%. In 2001, women made up 56.86%, while men made up 43.14%. So from 2010 to 2021, women were always more dominant in the forensics field, but were still ended up being paid less than men. A study conducted by Michigan State University revealed that 670 scientists, which was 65% women from 25 different states, concluded that female forensic scientists are more stressed than males, even though they are happy in their field. Diversity in the workplace can mean a lot of things. However, I believe that one of the most important things is acceptance and inclusion of employees of all backgrounds. The importance of having a team with different backgrounds and experience in order to bring new ideas and opinions to the table should also be valued. I believe that it is a very unique thing to see women dominating in a field, but especially a STEM field. These women should be treated and paid the same, if not more, than the men. There is definitely diversity in the forensics field, but is it equal?